In this section of the exercise, we'll be creating usage-based run hour attributes now that we have an equipment status made. If you go back to the elements in PySystem Explorer and look at one of the mixers, you can see that there are some attributes waiting to be filled with data under the usage-based statistics. Let's go ahead and create the analyses that will populate these attributes. Go ahead and select on the Analysis tab, and we're going to make a new analysis. This analysis will be called run hours-5 minutes. Go ahead and change variable 1 to a variable name that is more meaningful to us, such as daily run hours or daily RH. We'll then start typing our timeEQ function. timeEQ takes as its first input an attribute name. In this case, we'll use equipment status. The second argument is the start time. In this case, we'll go T for today at midnight. Third argument is the end time. We'll say star for now. And the fourth argument is the value that we're checking for. In this case, it'll be 1. So here, our timeEQ is looking for the amount of time since midnight that equipment status has been equal to run, which we know as a running state. timeEQ will bring us this value in seconds, so we'll divide by 3600 to actually get the hours that it's run over the day. Once this variable is in place, we'll want to check our scheduling. This should be done every 5 minutes, so we'll choose periodic scheduling, and then configure the period to be 5 minutes, as the analysis name suggests. Finally, we will need to map an output attribute. So go ahead and click on Map, and then choose the already created attribute, Daily Run Hours. So once this is done, we'll go ahead and click Evaluate to make sure that no errors are present, and then we can check this in. Since we've done this on an individual mixer, the other mixers will not yet have this until we convert it to template. So go ahead and right-click on your run hours 5 minutes analysis and convert it to template, and then check in your changes. So we saw there were much more options in our mixer than just the daily. We wanted to see maybe monthly and yearly run times. So we'll be creating a new analysis for these since they don't need to run every 5 minutes. Instead, we're going to calculate them daily. Since the analyses, however, will be quite similar, we're going to copy our 5-minute analysis and then rename it to be run hours-1 day. So we'll copy with the right click and paste. And rename our run hours 1 day analysis. Using the add new variable link above the variable 1, we will be adding variables until we have 4 rows. So we will use previous RH as our first variable name, and we'll use again our timeEQ function from Y, yesterday, to T, today. For our month to date, we'll call it MTD, using timeEQ from 1, or the beginning of the month, to star, now. We'll fill out our year to date, YTD, as 1-1, meaning January 1st of the current year, to now. And last but not least, we have our run hours since maintenance, and we'll be doing that from the last maintenance date, which we pulled from a table, to now. Now that we have all of our variables, let's make sure our scheduling is correct. We'll select periodic scheduling, and then we'll be configuring this to run every day at midnight. One thing to note with these kind of calculations, especially the year to date, is that these can be very expensive on the analysis service and the PySystem in general. That is because they can grab large amounts of data and they can do it quite frequently. One possible solution may be to have a daily run hour totalizer that can be continually added to another totalizer, such as a month to day or year to day, meaning that we only have to check the runtime once a day in order to update all of our different calculations we want, such as month to date and year to date. Now we are ready to check our analyses. So let's go ahead and click on the Evaluate button to make sure that all these are running correctly. Next, we'll need to map the output of all of these expressions. I'm going to go ahead and map each to their respective attribute that's already been created. And then we'll go ahead and check in. Now this was only done for one mixer, so if we want to apply it to all mixers, we'll have to right-click our Run Hours One-Day Analysis and then convert it to template. Once that's done, we can go ahead and check in our changes, which should commit the changes to all of our mixers. So now we have run hour counters for all of our mixers. In the next section, we'll be looking at creating a usage-based counter around valve actuation.